John, you do not need me to tell you the importance of steel in the story of modern Scotland. I'm thinking of the anthem of your movement, Letter from America, by the Proclaimers, lamenting all that emigration to Scotland from the Haydn clearances to the 1980s. And what do they have on the front of that album? A picture of the Gartcosh Steelworks in North Lanarkshire after it closed in 1986. Your emotions today?
Well, obviously, I very much hope that Scunthorpe will be saved. I saw the Prime Minister give a statement today, standing there at the lectern with the two... Is it just my imagination, or do these two Union Jacks grow bigger and bigger every time he gives a press conference? I mean, they're monumental, now dwarfing the Prime Minister.
The saltaire that was by former First Ministers, supported by...
I know size doesn't always matter, but in this particular case, I think the saltaire is dwarfed by Keir Starmer's Union flags. Of course, I hope that Scunthorpe will be saved. And I noticed the Prime Minister talked of the pride and heritage in the steel industry. But I find myself asking, where was the pride and heritage when it came to Grangemouth?
We're going to get to... We're going to hear all about... John, I really want to hear about that.
I'll come back to it later.
We're going to come back to the
Port
panel.
Talbot.
Yes.
What about Port Talbot as well?
We're going to come...
Good on Scunthorpe.
We're going to come to Grangemouth Port Scotland. John, you were talking about the Grangemouth, that huge oil refinery in Scotland, which is due to come to the end of its life as a refinery for fossil fuels. There is a joint UK government and Scottish government, I think, £250 million project, 9 options related to renewables for the future of Grangemouth, supported by John Smoney, the First Minister. But Stephen Flynn, the SNP leader at Westminster today, has been saying nationalise it. What is the SNP position on Grangemouth?
Well, I don't speak for the SNP. I'm a journalist, but my understanding is that the SNP supports nationalisation, which of course is what the Labour Party supported at the time of the general election. It just so happened I fought this seat at the general election, so I'm very familiar with the Labour Party position. They went round the constituency at the time and they said very clearly, vote for us, vote Labour, and if there's a Labour government, we will save Grangemouth. And then, of course, as soon as they won, they did a volte-face and they no longer decided to save Grangemouth, causing great distress in the community. I mean, the figures are important here. So there's 500 jobs in Grangemouth. Now, proportionately, the significance of that in Scotland is twice as great in job terms as Scunthorpe is in England. So it is a huge blow to the Scottish economy and absolutely vital that it should be kept open. And of course it should be nationalised, as should Port Talbot in Wales, which is as devastating to the Welsh economy as Scunthorpe closing would be to England's economy.
Let me ask you about